I'm always talking about how we shouldn't judge each other according to appearance. And yet, I realize that I do. Coming up next on Pastor Bob Daily. Well, I've always been that guy that is a little extreme. Seriously? You say, you sure don't look like it. And, well, yeah, I know I do. But I've had those extreme hairstyles and stuff all of my life. There was the time when I had my afro, and I wasn't satisfied with one this big. It had to be this big. Seriously. Some of you have seen the pictures. I've had probably every hairstyle, every color of hair. I finally stopped dyeing it and got used to the idea that I'm gray now. But I've gone through a lot of changes, and whenever people judge me, I think, wow, you should never judge people according to appearance. Yesterday, one of the homeless guys came up to me, and he told me last week that he was making something for me. Now, this is a guy that's, well, he's pretty rough around the edges. He's, you can always tell he's been drinking a little bit. He's got that appearance that people would say they might be a little bit afraid of him because he's a pretty, kind of a gruff-looking guy. Tall and a little, scary sometimes. And he said, I'm making you something. And then yesterday he gave me this. Can you see that? He crocheted it and made this angel out of a clothespin. And he made one in pink for my mom as well. Pretty cool. Very talented. And he decided that he's going to start selling these, and he's making them. Not the guy that I would expect to be crocheting. But that's cool. I was surprised when he gave it to me. I thought, seriously, you made this. Very proud of it. It's not something I would have judged him with. Well, that I would have thought that he would ever make or ever be part of. And there we are. We grow up with all of these rules about how we should look, what we should do, how we should act. I was thinking about that this morning also. I burned my finger, and I was thinking about, when we grow up, our moms are always saying, now be sure that you wash yourself and make sure you get behind your ears. And now I've learned not to wash behind my ears. That oil that you have back there is actually for burns. If you burn your finger and you rub some of that oil on it, it'll go away. It's amazing how that works. Your body takes care of itself. And, it's not an appearance thing. It's a medical thing. Who knew? There's a lot of those kind of things, too, that we've grown up with that we learn about. Well, maybe that isn't exactly sticking with my story. Just kind of an interesting, fun fact from Pastor Bob. There you go. But, appearance. And I am so guilty of judging people according to appearance, too. Expecting people to act and react a certain way. And my homeless friends are always surprising me. Always surprising me. It's those guys that are the most, forbearing looking, that kind of look a little mean and stuff, that are always there waiting for a hug from me. That kind of stuff, that have become good friends and feel that kind of camaraderie with me. I love that. Folks, I think it's more than just hairstyles and tattoos and piercings and beards and whatever, that we judge. It's that we judge people's countenance also. We judge their look. We judge according to what we think they're going to be and how they're going to act. And I'll tell you, I've had to draw and redraw those lines so many times, and these days I'm not drawing too many lines. Simply because people really surprise me. So here's my point today. How many people surprise you too? How many times have you judged people simply by the way they look? And you say, well, I have long hair and I hate it when people judge me according to my hair or tattoos or whatever. But how many times do we judge people according to how we think they are because of how they look? I hope that you'll redraw some of those lines with me today also. God bless you. Have a great day.